Oh, heavens. Oh, heavens. When it rains, it pours. I don't know how much of this I can take. That was a complete disaster today by my San Francisco 49ers. I knew that the Chiefs were a better team. I knew that they were on another level. But, man, I didn't think we would get embarrassed in our home stadium against the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, the Chiefs, we were outcoached, outplayed today. Credit to Pat Mahomes. Obviously, they're not missing Tyreek Hill. Newsflash, they don't need Tyreek Hill to still put on a hell of a performance on the football field offensively. And defensively, man, they made Mike McGlinchey just retire, Mike McGlinchey. Just get out of here, Mike McGlinchey. That was one of his worst performances all year. Will he play better in the future? Yeah, but this was definitely one of his worst performances. Chris Jones was a monster out there. Frank Clark. And yeah, defensively, the Chiefs, they made things very difficult for the 49ers. But one of my keys for the game, one of my keys for this game was the 49ers need to score touchdowns. You're not going to beat Pat Mahomes scoring 4 to 5 field goals. You got to get it into the end zone. That's been this team's problem. Jimmy, he was Jimmy. He's going to miss some throws. He made some throws. That interception in the end zone was just terrible. It was putrid. And especially to do that in the end zone. Jalen Moore, a false start on a field goal. I don't think I've ever seen an offensive player have a false start, an offensive lineman have a false start on a field goal. That's one of the first times I've ever seen that. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So that was putrid. And then it was a penalty affair, faithful. Flags all over the field. You get a flag. You get a flag. You get a flag. You're not going to win games like that. And either you're coaching it or you're allowing it to happen in practice. It's one of those two things because it was just penalties galore. It didn't matter. Jeff Wilson Jr. probably averaged about 10, 11 yards per carry. It didn't matter. The play was coming back because of penalties. We didn't run the ball enough. I mentioned Jeff Wilson Jr. He had almost 10, 11 yards per carry. Look at the average. He had like 6 carries, 66 yards. Why aren't we running the ball more? I like what I saw from CMC. I'm sure we'll get another heavy dose of him. Hey, Kittle made some plays. Ayuk made some plays. Jennings, man, I don't know what the hell happened with Jennings. Kickoff return, 50 yards. You see Robbie Gould makes the smart veteran move and holds up and don't pushes this guy because he's clearly already out of bounds. Jennings pushes him out of bounds, gets a penalty, and that was on the kickoff right when the third quarter started. So it was just a sloppy performance today. But like I said, the Chiefs were clearly the better team today. And it showed. The more buttoned up team, the better offensive team, better defensive team, better special teams. We got this brand new special teams coordinator, and the special teams is still lackluster. So that's disappointing. You just got to hope it gets better. But hey, I thought that the Chiefs would win. I didn't think we would lose in this type fashion, though, with the blowout. I definitely did not think that would come to fruition. But it's clear that the Chiefs are on another level. And the 49ers got some work to do next week versus the LA Rams, division rival in SoFi Stadium, a.k.a. Levi South. But, man, disappointing performance. Very disappointing performance. The Niners got to do much better. But, hey, this is a marathon, not a sprint. I think the 49ers have some work to do, and hopefully we'll get better. That's all we can do is go back to work and get better, man. But, yeah, this was a terrible performance today versus the good old Kansas City Chiefs. Go Niners.